Hello, everybody. This is Maniac 4 Bricks live. I guess that could work. I've never actually done that before as an intro, so here we go. I was actually recording this as a video, and I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna record it live. It'll be a lot faster to upload it. People might actually chime in throughout the video, and might be good to toss a few things back and forth. I am not here yet with a final decision about the channel going into 2020. Oop, fingers in the way. I am not here with a final decision yet because I keep getting information back and forth about YouTube, about Kappa, and still not sure exactly if I was to vacate, if it was going what the policies are for other sites. I still have to read through things about that. I have not read the entire Kappa law myself. I've only read a couple sections here and there, sometimes alluded from other posts about it. So I don't have any definitive legal advice or even a legal decision to make on it just yet. Excuse me. One thing I am going to say for now is that I have a couple things that I will briefly mention in another video, and I kind of briefly mentioned before in a live stream, that will go away in 2020. And if you've been here with the last live stream, you probably have seen some of those or heard me talk about those. If you haven't, very briefly, it's about the giveaways on the channel, the Maniac for Mail that I do on the channel, and there's going to be changes to Profile, a podcast for all LEGO fans. Even though I've been working hard on that as well, that is something else I've been doing in my spare time, is trying to learn what an RSS feed is, how to actually install it on other platforms as a podcast, like an official series. I also have a bunch of the videos to edit, and well, not video, I mean audio. I have a lot of the audio to edit in order to talk about those, so that way they're congruent, and if there are any things we need to leave out, they're left out, make it a good duration and everything like that. I am making a change with that I didn't talk about previously, but I did realize this recently. In the survey originally that I put out for Profile, for anyone to be volunteer as a guest on an episode, I put in there about people's ages. Are you a K-fall? And it lists it as it defines it as a kid fan of Lego under the age of 13. A T-fall, a teen fan of Lego, 13 to 18. Or are you an adult fan of Lego? Adult, that's over the age of 18. I realize now I probably, on the safe side, should keep out the K-falls. And I do apologize for any of them who are interested with it. I've only had one that filled it out for the survey. I'm not going to mention my name, but I did already send a message to him and say, I just want to do my best in complying with the law, and not and for both of our sakes, for the adult, me, and the child, him, making sure that we are both protected, that I cannot accept him on the show. There has not been a recording yet of that podcast episode, so nothing has to be deleted or postponed. That is just what it is. So that's fine. And I don't know the age of the person who said that they were a K-fall. I don't know if they were just at the age of 13 and they're about to be 14. It doesn't matter. They are not above the age of 13. I am not going to allow them on the show. So that's important. Also, the reason why I'm showing this display here, I know that it's almost the end of November, but I haven't really done anything to update the Lego Halloween display. I said I was going to do that before, and I had some proposed ideas for it. And I've tried to work with that around other things. When I was doing a lot of Lego cleaning, I tried to find more of the Monster Fighter sets, and unfortunately, nothing's been turning up. The only things that have are the Swamp Creature and the Mummy set. And those, they're okay, but I was hoping for something a little bit bigger and a little bit beefier that would fit more with the Halloween theme, such as the vampire hearse. That would be a great one to add in here. I think I have the werewolf. I don't think I have anything bigger than that. I know I don't have the zombies or vampire castle. I did have the mad scientist for a time, but I don't know if I mentioned in the review, which I posted years ago on YouTube. When I did that for the review, I did it because I was trying to help a friend of mine from Brick Fair, Virginia, who was trying to get the Monster Fighter sets. I already had a bunch of the parts, like that I bought from a used, incomplete copy of the set, and then got extra parts for it and extra parts for the zombies, to help them out. So I don't own the Mad Scientist set, even though I have featured it on the channel. Actually, it's happened with a couple of reviews where I don't have the sets anymore or in the same condition, but I digress. So the only things really added in here since the last Halloween display update are a handful of minifigures all around. A lot of these used to be standing up, but they kept falling over because the table would shift or something would move it into the table by accident, knocking them over. One of the biggest additions, as far as minifigs, is the Halloween girl, as I'm naming her. It was basically a bunch of exclusive parts or exclusive recolors and prints from the Build the Minifigure section of Lego brand retail stores. I love that people shared it on social media. That's how I learned about it at first, and then I went to go get my own. Got a few other parts here and there for different figures. I know this vampire up here is also recolored from the Lego store from last year and is still available from what I remembered this season, I mean. I don't know if they have it right now and every store. You'd kind of have to ask them about that. I also had it in the Halloween Haunt. That was a set I reviewed recently, and fit in here kind of nicely as a smaller display piece. And yeah, not much else. A few new things for the year, but not much new since the last time I showed this table. Um, a few new things this year would be the ghost from Brickheads. I mentioned the Halloween Haunt, and there are a few other accessories for that over there. A few minifigs, and Beetlejuice, kind of counting towards the Halloween theme. I should have put Jack and Sally in here from Disney. I got to find all those Disney figures. I know the Disney figures are together. I just don't know where exactly they are. So that's that. As far as other things on the channel, I want to try to still do stuff. No, I didn't eat the waffle Sega. Sorry. I actually had chicken and fries instead. Oh, I thought I saw a second comment. As far as other things for the channel, I still want to make some videos for the rest of the year. Whether or not the channel takes a dive, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out, like I said before, how things are going to work, if what's going to stay after 2020, or if I vacate some of the stuff to other sites, whatever the case may be there, and follow those policies. I'm still not sure at this recording. But the one thing I do know is that any content on Maniac for Bricks, 90% of it is going to still be on the channel till the end of the year. I may take out a couple of videos here and there of varying quality or not, really good looking, just because they're not recorded well or kind of sloppily edited, whatever the case may be. If they're not relevant, whatever the case may be, I'll pick them out. I don't think they're going to be ones people are going to miss. So I don't think I have to warn people, hey, watch this before it's gone. And they may return on some other platform or some other time. We'll figure it out. Some of the better stuff that I have, I'm already trying to export in order to send it over to Instagram TV. Again, making sure I follow their policies as far as video uploading. I think that'll work very well for people interested in that content. I think there are some really good videos I've put out over the years, and like lasting videos, like ones I can watch again nowadays and be like, yeah, that was pretty good. Not too cringy or anything. So I will figure that out. And if you follow me, Maniac for Bricks Official, you'll see those videos go up. That doesn't mean they're going to be gone from YouTube. They're just going to be available on another platform for other people, at least for now. I'm still weeding down the other channels and everything. As you might have seen the past couple video posts on here, working that out. And that's something I've been meaning to do for a long time in general. A long time ago, I had this idea of opening up these other private, not too often used YouTube channels just for storing videos of varying niches, things I didn't think would always fit into here or weren't completed yet, or whatever the case may be. So, yeah, that didn't really work out that well, and I'm okay with closing them up, like entirely. Those, it depends on the video clips, might return or might have already been published, so it's not going to be too big of a loss there. Really, I'd like to break it down so I only have like 2 of any account on any social media. That would be great. Instagram still needs to get some purging on those fronts. I have mentioned that the Brick Theorist is going to be broken down at the end of the year, at least on YouTube. For now, the videos are still available, but I may just export them elsewhere. The Instagram page will be taken down, and most of that stuff is like, if I do continue Brick Theory, it's going to be through Maniac for Bricks. Anything related to that, like it should have been in the first place, and kind of started with. One thing I do want to mention is that there are a couple of videos I want to get done before the end of the year that I want to really put my effort into it. I have definitely done some better things with videos over time, either better skits, better editing. Brick Gamer, how's it going? It's going all right. I'm a little tired, but yeah, been doing a lot of thinking. Today I just kind of had like a rest day. I didn't want to do too much work, and I just got to relax, and it was enjoyable. Bricks Ninja, is that Joey? That is. So, what was I saying? There are, what was I saying? Oh, there are some videos that I was going to do that I think I'm going to really give them my all, really try to put them forward, but not stress myself out either. Just going to be published at some point throughout the next month or so. Joey's True Love in Nago City. um, you're not wrong. So one thing I'm planning, and I've already been like working on, is Advent Calendar Countdown. This year I'm opening up a 24 in 1 set. It's another one kind of like I did last year, but this time I'm already like a week ahead of video footage recorded, so that way I can keep up with them, not be too stressed, and be able to get the whole 24 done. Because in the past couple Advent Calendar Countdowns I did, it broke off at some point because they either did them on like a day-to-day basis or something more sloppy, and it didn't really work out. If I do have the time at some point in the future, it'd be nice to come back to those, because I sorely miss doing the Star Wars Advent Calendar. I definitely built everything by now. I just didn't record it, unfortunately. So maybe that one would just be like one video. It's like, here's everything in order, and not like 24 separate videos. I don't know. I did the 24 in 1 last year, and I don't think I built everything after that point when I stopped making the videos for that. So, hello. Oh, yeah. It's like, hello, who's that? I thought that was a name. I will have a Secret Santa gift exchange video with the YouTube community hosted by BrickLover18. I didn't receive mine yet. I don't know the schedule yet, but all I know is I have sent out the one for the person I was chosen, the name I was gifted, or I was supposed to send a gift to. That's all taken care of. And so yeah, there will be a video for that. I'd like to get out, if I could pull together another game that would be amazing. But I don't want to pressure myself too much because I know that takes a lot of effort. It's one of the higher edited relating, like a lot of effort goes into those videos, and they're not too often because of that. A video I am planning to get out, same as I've done for the past couple of years, is a wrap-up video or recap video for the year. The past couple of years, since about 2017, I think, I did recap videos, which kind of had a video compilation of things I did throughout the year, some photos added in, some cool music, and some cool graphics to go with it as well. So I will have that coming up. I don't know, though, if that's going to be a best of YouTube video as well, or if it'll be separate. I don't even know if it's going to happen. As long as I know what's happening with me in the platform going forward from 2020, then I can figure out if I want to add that in there. I already have the music chosen, and it kind of depends on that factor. I mean, I could still choose something else if I needed to, but still, it's like, if I really do wrap up the YouTube video or the YouTube channel in 2019, that might be a good send off. And be like, here's the best of 2019, and then here's the best of 7 years on YouTube. I don't know. I may actually do that just for fun, just for out of being interesting, of how my channel has evolved in the past 7 years. I actually wanted to do that this past July for my channel anniversary. For those who don't know, I started my channel in July of 2012. July 2019 was a 7-year anniversary, and I wanted to do a video at the time about how I grew into the YouTube channel and the YouTube communities. Well, ironically, this is way before anything major went down with YouTube, so it's like, okay, I still kind of want to do that at some point. I don't know if it's going to be this year or next year, but it's still something I'm considering. Some of it's scripted already. Let me see. Oh, I got a lot of responses, and I keep getting a couple of responses about the RoboRutters video that I did a while ago, over a year ago. This was a video I made of reviewing every RoboRutter set because I happen to have all of them, and including like small promotional ones. The only things I didn't have were all of the discs, and that's still a pretty close collection. A lot of comments over time have been asking if I would cover the combo video. You know, like there are a whole bunch of combinations of these different sets. I think it might be cool to do. Some people have asked if there are instructions for them, and I don't know if they're really available online in magazines. I don't think they're in the instructions themselves. So that might be interesting and at least helpful for the community. That's like, nobody's done a video on this. This might be, you know, adding more to it. And that's one thing, if you don't know, that's what I like doing through YouTube and social media in the Lego community at large, is adding more to it. Adding something that's either my unique take on it or information that hasn't already been there or widely discussed. You know, if one person has done it, it's easy to overlook. If nobody's done it, nobody even knew it existed. And yeah, I've had a lot of other video ideas throughout the year that I've either not started, canceled at some point, or just postponed indefinitely. Hidden Side is another one I'd like to do. I've postponed that one a few times. I didn't mean to, but I'm like, I don't know. One thing is, I did a 10-minute video with Conlug, Connecticut Lego User Group, that covers all of those sets and in very brief, concise detail about every one of them, from the building process to the play features to everything like that. I don't know how I did that in 10 minutes without rehearsal, but I did it. When that video goes up, I will be happy to share it through social media, including here. The problem is, I don't know if I can do that again on my own channel. I would definitely be a little bit more particular and specific about things in every one of those sets. It's probably going to be a longer video as a result, so I'm trying to figure out how to narrow it down and not make it too drawn out, but I want to still make it have as much information as you need. I do want it as its own video instead of like 9 separate videos, because I feel like that would be very boring and probably take much longer to edit and publish if I were to do it that way. So there's that. A lot of other ideas. I don't know any certainty on any of them when they're going to get done. Still trying to figure things out for myself, even outside of YouTube and just in my personal life. I don't want to talk about it too much, but I am trying to get some professional help in order to keep my mind at ease and try to get more organized in general. If I can figure things more for myself, even if it means time away from YouTube or social media, and that means I can come back much more refreshed and stronger than I was before. in some ways, I feel like I've gotten to a lower level than what I used to be. I'm thinking that when I do come back with this refreshment I'm talking about, I'll be at about the same level as I was before when I was more confident with it, and then some. Hopefully, much better than I've ever previously been. So yeah, like I said, no definitive thing going on with videos. How often they're going to be, how many before the end of the year. I've already listed a couple things I want to upload. I'll have a separate video shortly, just as a TLDR of this one about what's going to be canceled on the channel, like pretty much indefinitely, um, or at least changed because of recent events. And other things I'll still keep working on, researching, and figuring out. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This still took me less time to work on than trying to record an 8-minute video and upload it. Thanks for those who were listening from the actual live stream. So Brick Gamer was saying just chilling. So like I said, Ninjago City Drop Kiss. That would be a cool video. Just kidding. That took way too long to build. No, I've accidentally dropped it once after building it the first time, like in 2017. I do not want to go through that trauma again. I should do like live stream highlights or something. That would be cool. Because there are definitely some really cool highlights from some live streams. I think I've done it once or twice before. I don't know. I'm trying not to stress myself out. I'm trying to play cool and not get too worked up about YouTube. It should be a fun hobby thing. It shouldn't be too serious. I've always tried to be, casual with it as far as presentation, and yeah, I don't know what else to say here, so I'm just going to leave it off at that. Most of this will probably be taken down real soon. I'll try to work on some of the other things I said before. So thank you for watching. Have a good night. Sorry, I still got a raspy throat and everything like that. Take the time you need, bro. We will be patiently waiting for your return. Your mental health is more important. Thank you, Brick Gamer. I've actually seen a bunch of nice comments from people recently, whether through Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, whatever the case may be, and I really do respect those comments. I not only now because it's a downtime for me, but really at any point, I really respect the feedback. I really respect that this channel means a lot to people. I've definitely had comments on videos before, which is one thing that's kind of saddening me about comments going away. I've had comments before on videos that would be like, "Oh, thank you for doing this review. Never saw anything like this," or didn't know anyone else who did a review of this. I had one come in the other day that was like, "Oh, thanks for sharing this because I had this problem and I didn't know if anyone else knew about it." Like with one of the Lego sound bricks from Jack Stone. And even though they found a solution on their own, at least I acknowledged, yes, this has happened with other, copies of the same thing. So it makes me feel good knowing that it helps you guys out. And I'm sure it makes you guys feel good knowing that there's more to explore about Lego or more things from different people's experiences. And that's why I really enjoy the community. A lot of great things have been coming out of it from all the different realms and experiences about it. I'm happy I've been documenting those with Profile. Even though I still have to edit those, the couple episodes we've already produced were great. Oh, there was some great information in those. And if I could do part twos, I would. I would love to have people back, even if it wasn't like a life story or autobiography kind of thing. Just to chat, just to have more interesting Lego topics to talk about after getting through a lot of the biographical stuff. I think that would be great. I still don't know when those I keep calling them videos and they're podcasts. They're not videos. They are intended to have a visual version, but I don't know if that's going to happen right now. At least I want to get the audio versions done. and trying to do the research and RSS feed and all that stuff to figure that out. But one thing I can say is that what's already recorded is really good. I really enjoy the conversations and the different experiences people have had, different generations. I said before, I'm sorry, K Falls, yeah, that you're basically not going to be permitted on the show because of YouTube and COPPA and everything like that. That's totally fine by me. I was aware of that when I made Profile. That it's like, hey, I need to have a definitive way of showing where the kid audience is or the kids interested in this would be. I just didn't know if it was going to be as a guest. I've only had one of them that was under the age of 13. I told him very politely of why I can't have him on the show, and I haven't had any backlash about that. So we're good. BFAB, nice to see you here. I was bored as crap, and then you went live, and now I'm happy. Well, I'm glad, but I am going to head off soon. So you could watch it from the beginning, and here are some of my thoughts. So I'll talk to you guys real soon. And let's hope we can all take it easy and still figure everything out nice and orderly. Have a good night, everyone.